The onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, Mariota. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Well, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. An aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former 5th-round pick. I remember that game, December against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end.
Here we go. 20. 59. All day, baby. All day. Hey, alert.
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Here we go. 180. 54. Right, 54. Here we go, D.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do. And what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines, because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate them and really say thanks, because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And he's got his target. That's more. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
Mike. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
On 2nd and 12, Mariota. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Pulled in at the 24. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
At the 7-yard line.
We're scoreless after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they come up now 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. To throw is Garoppolo. And across the track into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
23 yards on the play. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On play action, Mariota. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Quan Alexander able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Mariota now. And the pressure gets to him again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Yeah. You don't want to know. Mike 54.
3rd and long here for Mariota. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Well, why do you go out and spend a 1st-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his 1st interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays and offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his 1st career interception. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. Well, Pettis is quickly becoming the #1 receiving option for Jimmy Garoppolo. Into last year, John Lynch said that they loved the way he closed the season, really came on late. Remember, this is a guy that they traded up to get at number 44 back in 2018 out of the University of Washington. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense and at times will actually make checks just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Well, 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. K1 short. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Now Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now arguably the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier.
Here we go.
line of scrimmage. The 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Garoppolo. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back down the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
On first down, Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that looked like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Mariota, and that'll be incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mariota. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Carolina.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Quan Alexander in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 14.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively.
Here we go. Check nickel.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Taken in at the 22. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball now.
They will run again with Coleman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it.
60 or. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. Uses the stiff arm. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's our time.
Off the play fake, Mariota. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers gain a bit of respectability. Gano the extra point. Back now here in Santa Clara, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Come on, now. Come on, now. Let's go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll keep it on the ground. Coleman. And he'll get across midfield and into... Carolina territory.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 49-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's been a long day for you.
Coleman. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. 6'6", bullet high. Right. Check go.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready. 90, Wolf.
I got one.
5.
On first down, it's Coleman. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
54. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Coleman now. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run it with McKinnon. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, Jack.
Here's Coleman. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Coleman, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Back now on EA Sports. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They go play action. Mariota. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. 10-2 stop.
54, watch 54. Watch the run.
Hit it.
And they take a knee.
Ready? 8, read.
Right there, 54 Mike. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
And they will take a knee here.
Mullins on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the 49ers, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.